So you've got a bit of a fat face, huh? Don't worry, I was the same. Here are my quick tips to slim down your face, accentuate your jawline, and make you look nice and lean and handsome. For women too. Obviously a lot of it is very genetic, but having a slim face typically makes people appear more attractive. It accentuates things like their cheekbones, their jawline, makes their nose look a little bit smaller. In general, having a slim, lean face is gonna make you look objectively better by beauty standards, right? So it's something that's desirable. Give me about 3 minutes and I will tell you how to slim down your face quickly. Because I used to have this chubbier, fatter face for a very long time. I was training at the time, everything was going well, or so I thought, but I just held a lot of fat in my face. Here are a few things I did about it. The first one, and the most important one, don't forget this. You can't spot reduce fat. I know what you're thinking, you're gonna click off the video, I wanna reduce my face fat. You will, but the important thing to know is you can't specifically target a certain area of fat. It's the same with losing fat on your stomach. If you want abs, you can't just lose fat on your stomach. If you want a jawline and cheekbones that are accentuated, you can't just lose face fat. You have to lose fat on your whole body. Boring and shit, I know, but a calorie deficit is what you need. If you want to lose fat on your face, you need to lose fat on your entire body. So you need to lose fat and weight in general. Best way to do that, as I always say on my channel, calorie deficit. Eat less calories than you burn. If you want a more extensive, in-depth look as to how that might work for you, check out my channel. I make videos about that pretty much all the fucking time. A calorie deficit is gonna facilitate the rest of the tips I'm about to give you. So it's not the only tip. A calorie deficit is what you need to lose fat on your face, but there are some other tips and tricks we can do to accentuate the parts of your face that you want to accentuate. So number 1 is calorie deficit. Don't fucking forget that. Number 2 is strengthening your jaw muscles so they can be accentuated and give you that sharper look. So if you see here, I have quite a strong jaw clenching muscle. And yes, some of that's genetic, but a lot of that is down to the fact that I chew a lot and I have very developed jaw muscles. This is where we bridge into pseudoscience a little bit. I'm not gonna tell you to get a Jaws-a-size machine where you're chewing on a bit of rubber all day. But what I will say is, once I started chewing gum more frequently, my jaw muscles were accentuated a little bit. So pretty much all the time I'm chewing gum. I'm not chewing gum now because it's rude to talk to the camera and chew gum, but anytime I'm in the car, anytime I'm walking around, I'll usually have some gum in my mouth. I found it helps to tighten my jaw muscles and give me a more accentuated jawline. On top of that is things like facial hair. Obviously this step is traditionally reserved for men. I don't know many women that can grow a beard, but maybe someone can grow a beard better than me. Bottom line is, if you have a shadow of facial hair along your jawline, it's gonna make it look sharper and tighter. Even if it's just a 5 o'clock shadow, a little bit of hair there is gonna darken the area and accentuate the difference between your cheeks and your neck, and therefore giving you the appearance of a more sharp jawline. I've never done what people call mewing or any facial exercises to restructure your face, so I can't really speak on whether or not they work. In my mind, if you do those, you're a bit of a dork. I'm sorry, it just seems lame to do some weird shit with your tongue to try and make yourself look more handsome. I think work with what you've got in a streamlined way that doesn't involve you doing any freakish weird exercises or buying a Jaws-a-size. Slim down, lose a little bit of weight, it'll fall off your face as well. Chew a little bit of gum, that's your version of Jaws-a-size that's not absolutely weird. And if you can, grow a little bit of facial hair to darken the area. I've also found that avoiding foods that bloat you will keep your face fat in check and keep you nice and slim. So for me, I discovered that things like whey, cheese, anything with dairy in it, I'm slightly allergic to it, so it tends to make me puff up. Also, the more red meat I eat, I tend to puff up slightly as well. That's more based on you individually though, that's your genetic makeup. I can't really advise for everyone there, but I would say almost everyone I speak to who decides to cut out dairy tends to reduce bloating in some way. It's not for everyone, but if you're desperate to reduce your face fat and you feel like nothing else is working, maybe give it a try. There you have it, my very simple 4-step process to reducing face fat and giving yourself a more slim, I feel like I've done this about 10 times in the video, but you get what I mean. I'm trying to showcase a slimmer face with less face fat on it. If you follow a calorie deficit and these tips, chances are you'll see a noticeable decrease in your face fat and a nice slim, handsome jawline. For more videos like this, a little bit out of the box, I know, not typical fitness advice, but I've got a lot of random advice up here that I'm gonna try and unload to you over the next couple of weeks. So if you want to see more of that, give me a subscribe and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully with a nice slim face now.